Hello, hello. Here I have a second match from the season finals. Round one, me against Bob the Builder. This time I am on coast and my opponent is on Khorne. Um, Traditionally, I would say this is a fairly difficult match for Coast, since Khorne can throw out so many good quality infantry units that they just completely overrun you. And even if you gun down a few of them, especially on a map that is rather small, like you have a problem because you can't remove the remaining ones, and especially you struggle to take out this Cultists of Khorne before they get their Gate of Khorne summon, which is the case for a lot of factions. They almost always get it if you don't really have a big terror duelist unit to take them away. And fighting against Bloodletters is horrifying if you don't have any disruption pieces that can block them. Um, or yeah, hold them in place or be able to just run away. So Khorne was a mainly Chaos Warrior frontline, one unit to early get the points, light cavalry with throwing axes. It's a really good shock light cavalry unit on top with a really high weapon strength and anti-infantry. They are so good units. Um, and Valkyr and double Cultists, and the rest is filled up with Marauders, I guess. On my side, I opted for a heavy melee build on Coast because guns, as I said, you take down a few of the units. Actually, against Chaos Warriors, it's even doubtable if you manage to really take out a few of them before they are in contact with your lines. And once they are properly engaged, you rarely have the line of sight to gun them down or the time to do so. And yeah, I am. So I'm going with a big meatshed front and then depth guard in behind, and here a little, almost Death Star blob with Aranessa and her net and transform everything into Halberd Aura. The Lamprey's Revenge with anti-large from Aranessa, so they should be even able to duke it out against Minotaurs to some degree, and caster of Deep with Lore passive, the Leviathan, Promethean, Leviathan would be red, Promethean summon, and Fog of the Damned. This spell is rather interesting because it is a long duration, it has an AoE, and is fairly cheap still. And something like leadership and melee attack down is especially good against shock units or leadership reliant units like Chaos Warhounds or Furies. So a bit of attack piece against them, but also the leadership debuff. Ghost has like terror everywhere now on all the ghost units, on the ghouls, and the big beasts. So yeah, and taunt is the last thing. I really like it. But yeah, this core is where most of my money went into, and this needs to fight and clear because the meat shit is not gonna do it. And then I have a Mongol Hunter. Um, I he has a really he slowed things like a lot, and the Scarecrow banner affects flying units, and yeah, here we have some. We have Valkyr, we have Chaos Furies, and Chaos Furies are the main target of this. And as they're demonic, if their leadership goes below 0, they're basically instantly gone. So I have a lot of leadership debuffs I can stack upon them, even if Terra doesn't work. On top of that, he's an anti-infantry duelist, so I figured he should be good against cultists. Yeah, and then let the full speed go.
We have a victory point.
The
Keep
black
it
spot
from the
here,
foe.
if you don't have a lot of shooting and maintain a big formation, you need a bit of pieces that are independently working, and they have a good anti-large, and most of all they have more leadership, and well, they have better stats than the normal ones, so you almost can't see it here. So yeah, if you're only using a few units, as Regiment of Renowns are always especially good. Here, the cultist wanted to go fight here. I'm not sure if that's a good idea for him against Aranessa. Aranessa is definitely a better fighter, though she's taking quite the damage here. I immediately got the expansive summon out here to seal the deal here quickly and then screen out those things, because if they shoot into them, that's not bad. And the Mongol Hunter is absolutely trashing Valkyr. He is large, but he kinda somehow is a better fighter than Valkyr. And also has this regeneration from the hunger if in melee, and I get some support in here. Here's some Furies landing where I currently don't have any of my debuffs I can stack on them, but this unit hold out long enough that the dogs could arrive. Actually, the charge damage on it was rather whack, and you can see units terror routing everywhere. They got a bit close for comfort for them. Here the Bloodlettlers got summoned, and they would wreak havoc on my Depths Guard and even Aranessa, since she's on foot and small. But I first threw in the net onto them, which almost covers their entire first phase if you time it properly after they fully finished the summoning animation. And yeah, this is very pleasing to me. If Valkyr goes down and they get the Lord Dead penalty, I would almost say it's instantly over, because I have so much terror, they basically can't fight me anymore. The Bloodletters here could have moved some seconds earlier, definitely. But yeah, now they almost arrive only in the moment where they disintegrate. My second Promethean here to again screen out the skirmish cav, mainly. The black spot was holding surprisingly well against the Furies. I would thought, like, they still have no melee defense. I thought they would go down instantly, but they actually won with help of the dogs. So yeah, the mid is, I wouldn't say firmly in my grasp, but once I clear out the cultist here, and now I have the Mongol Hunter with the Scarecrow banner on the Furies, and they also are super slow, so they're not getting away in any case. And neither will the cultist. Once I have cleared this out, I will have a very firm position in the mid, but I need to be a bit careful. I had some skirmishes on this point here, it was a bit happening off screen. I had some dogs here which got charged away by this very strong cav against them, and then summoned some Mongols to be better in this case. The handguns, only like a third of them left, but still doing good damage here against light cavalry. That's one of their favorite targets. But I'm losing this point, gaining this one in return, though this is a bit of a, well, loose grip, so I needed to get some more stuff over there. And the mid is honestly getting a bit scary. I have all my good units in here, so it's not that problematic, but I have some Minotaurs netted here to deny them the charge and then stack everything up on top of them, including the taunt and the Fog of the Damned was active here for a while, so to get them out of there quickly, because I was saying that the Emperor's Revenge with the Halberd Aura could put up a fight against them, but it's still not a fight I really want, let's say it this way. And I think I'm losing... Actually, I'm not losing the point. I guess I have so many single entities in here that I actually hold the capture weight. Curious. Here a bit big dog engagement, but with just dogs and also this light calf, I don't think he can take down the Mongols. Yeah, he will not be able to take down the Mongols. I can make a definitive statement here. Here Nessa moving to give the Halberd Aura to the deckhands, and then they will absolutely crush those guys. I guess they get charged in the back, so not absolutely, but another Fog of the Dam, but nice dodge from my opponent. Almost getting the Terror here, but not quite. Moving out of it, just, yeah, a bit wasted. I guess this... No, the dogs didn't get affected, otherwise I probably would have run here. But I cleared the space. Was a little win, but the spell is not that expensive, so I accept that. Here the hounds got crushed and removed, the point is mine. There was a mobility here is a bit rotating over, and I had overextended here. If there would have come a dog summon right there to directly charge into them, that would have been not so nice. My Mongol Hunter going for the side, hunting the remnants on here of the cultists. They aren't super scary anymore once the summon is out. But here, Minotaurs approaching for them, so I have to run. Mid also not looking super well. The last remnants of the first wave depth guard fighting it out here to the bitter last, and also the Lamprey's Revenge. Done amazing value. The Minotaurs catching up here, but Aranessa to the rescue, put on the net. They would have killed the guy together with the cultist, definitely, and retreat into Aranessa's aura, and with the anti-large then should be fine. More brawling here on this side, and I finally managed to slowly move some actual infantry over to make sure that he will not get this point with pure mobility. And also the Vampire Fleet Captain, usually a very weak target for things like Valkyria, but she has taken so much damage already. Right now he would win. This point getting taken actually is a bit scary, though. There are many very scrappy units which can easily get the terror route and then a chain route to start, with the friends routing penalty causing the next route, and I think that's what's gonna happen here in a second. Maybe I should have moved the terror beast, force passed it through, then I might have secured the point. But I have a lot of more capture rate getting on the way here, and I have a points lead, so I'm not pressured that much right now. Here's some actual Chaos Warriors coming. The Marauders I could really stall for a while, especially with the Halberd unit here, but Chaos Warriors will crack that. Will take some time though. That's a good thing for Undead always. They don't go down quickly. Fog of the Damned breaking this position with the leadership, pushing them to slightly below 0. and routing everything, and the moment no infantry from Khorne is left on the point, it goes down quickly. Actually, here, good from my opponent, not taking the straight fight with a vampire captain, but just cycle charging. Though leadership is a bit low for Valkyr, so she needs to be careful. If the Mongol hunter takes her, it's always a bit of a gamble if such a unit, if the Mongol hunter hits her, he's then faster than her. So it's always a bit of a gamble if she then can manage to take off again. If the thing stays close and she can't take off, she's definitely dead in this setup. Though, yeah, she's getting him, but here's the terror out. Forsaken of Khorne, fighting out against Death Guard. I think that's rather favorable for the Death Guard, especially with Ernest's aura. It's not just anti-large, also a bit of melee attack purely, and herself also fighting. So, another Fog of the Deep, whatever, of the Damned, and Terra combined, though it didn't work out completely here, but I have a lot of units here now. This will not a win for Khorne, and I'm taking this side, and with that, it's basically over for Khorne. I have 2 fortified points and 1 in the process of taking, and Valkyr going down, and yeah, my opponent realizes this too. Alright, the Mongol hunter was instrumental and got a lot of value fighting single entities, fighting Valkyr, fighting cultist and Valkyr. That's where he got the most of the value, but also just hitting into infantry here and there and applying the terror was great. And he lived really long. I had to really hide him from the Minotaurs, and Valkyr, if she had taken a better fight early against him, could have hunted him down later, but she took so much damage because of a rather reckless dive early. And maybe those skirmish cavalry could have been a bit more focused on him, but yeah, I think he cost 1250 was the setup, or 1300, and got a lot of value for that. The caster on 760 value without direct damage spells, you have to say, only the lore passive. The rest was just debuffs and summons, so that is actually quite good. Aranessa not getting a lot of value, but she has a net and an aura. She's definitely more support character. We've seen those already because before they tapped out. So double summon Depth Guard. Not super paying for twice their life, but good enough. Since again the opponents break at a higher HP value than my units, the effective value is higher than the damage value that the unit actually dealt. So they all kinda paid for themselves. The black spot I was super proud of. They did great. Those not so much, but they were fighting Valkyr. Goulds rarely disappoint. I wouldn't say never, but rarely. Yeah, and on the Khorne side, Minotaurs still did good. I think they were the most damage that the Lamprey's Revenge got. The rest is hard to say how often they lived. But nothing really This one still did really good, and I don't think he lived more than once. And Volkia also still definitely paid for herself, I think. Alright, and yeah, I just got informed that we have a patch tomorrow, so that would break all my replays. So I'm gonna record 2 more, but I'm probably not gonna release them today. See you later.